So some of you may notice I've been doing this for a long time, and that means I'm probably a little bit older than you. And what happens when you start getting old? Well, you start losing your hair. And to me, look in the mirror and everything's all good. But when I was looking at the project car challenge, I was like, who is looking under my car? And realized I didn't recognize the back of my own head. I realized I had to do something. Plain and simple, losing hair sucks. I didn't realize how much I cared about mine until I noticed that it started losing it. That's why for the past 3 months I've been using Keeps, the easiest, most affordable way to keep the hair you have. Getting started with Keeps is so easy. Sign up takes less than 5 minutes. Just answer a few questions, snap some photos of your hair, and you're good to go. A licensed physician will review your information online and recommend the right treatment for you. Then it's shipped right to your door every 3 months. Keeps offers generic versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss products out there, some that you've already probably tried before, but you've never gotten them for this price. Keeps is only $10 to $35 a month, plus now you can get your first month for free. That's one hell of a deal for getting to keep your hair. To receive your first month of treatment for free, go to keeps.com/SSR. That's KEEPS.com/SSR. That's a free month of treatment at keeps.com/SSR. Keeps. Hair today, hair tomorrow. All right, a little good news, bad news. Good news, we'll start with the bad news. Bad news, I had to drop $3 grand to fix my Supra, but I'm sort of used to that. People don't think about that with modified cars. They're like, a Supra, how much could it be? I parked the car, it sat for a while, and it took $3,000 to get it running, mainly because I had a shop do it, and they charged like $2 grand in labor to drain the gas tank, clean it out, blah, 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 blah. Big thing was I had to put new injectors on it just because they've been sitting for so long, and 1,300 cc injectors cost me $1,350 for 6. So these cars are not cheap. I wasn't expecting to drop $3 grand plus to get the thing running, but that's the bad news. Good news is it's now running. I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow and take it from there. We're going to go dyno it and hopefully make 1,000 horsepower. Going to get my Supra. George Washington Bridge, New York City. But this, everybody, is the Cross Bronx, which I was driving on a minute ago. Now I'm doing what you normally do in the Cross Bronx and just sitting here in traffic. All right, so I'm going to get my Supra today. It's probably going to snow. Oh, look what we got here. That's a problem. That's a stove in the middle of the road, or a dishwasher. Is it a dishwasher or a stove? Or is that the, that's the other part. You have kitchen appliances. That is a very valid, if there was so, a very valid reason for traffic. But, secure your loads, motherfuckers. I mean, people. I'm sorry for using the MFers. But, I'm going up to get my Supra. It's probably gonna snow. And I'm going to bring it down to Newark to dyno it, and hopefully we make 1,000 horsepower. That's the goal. 1,000 wheel. Think it's going to happen? We'll find out. That's right, not for hire. But we're running. A little bit of air in it. Load it up. We got the pins. Going. It's the problem with a big single clutch. What is that? That's why I like winching these things. Sucks. And here's the snow. You know what the problem with the snow is? It means we're not going to make it to the dyno. So we'll have to hold off till after Iceland. Oh, Supra in the snow. What a difference a couple of hours makes. Can't even see the city anymore. Just see the bridge. car made it back one piece, which is good. The Hoosiers, see, there's problems with having a big horsepower Supra. Everybody, when they think of a Supra, everyone thinks it's got 1,000 horsepower, but the ones that do aren't really so drivable. The clutch is very on and off. You don't fit, without putting like super wide fenders on it, you don't fit much bigger than like 295s on it. So here you see I'm obviously driving on Hoosiers, which is a decent tire, but it's absolutely terrible for any sort of weather. So there is zero tread on these. To hold the power, you need a clutch. Now the problem is the clutches for this car are super expensive. If you want like a tilt and triple disc or something like that, the clutches cost about $6,500 plus the install, and I didn't want to spend that, so I have a single disc which holds the power, but the single disc that I have will hold up to about 1,000 wheel. The problem there is it's not very drivable. It's very on-off, so it's very much a pain in my ass when I'm trying to use it, or even get around or load it on a trailer. And what that ended up doing was screwing up my trailer. I'm going to get this thing cleaned up, and after that we're going to Pocono. I'm going to race this car now that it's running. I got to get it tuned. I wanted to get it tuned, but the snow obviously prevented the snowplow outside. The snow prevented that from happening. When I get back from Iceland, I'll be putting a new motor in the donk. I'm going to get this thing tuned. Felix Medina, who tuned my Corvette, will also tune this. And I'll talk to Garrett. If I can get a Gen 2 turbo on this thing, I will. Because I want to hit that 1,000 wheel mark. I don't know why, I'm just being selfish, but like, I know it can do it. The only reason I stopped at 32 pounds was because I blew the first motor that was in it. But I gotta get my tunnel cover is missing. They left it at the shop, I guess. But we'll get this thing done. We'll get rid of the precision, up the turbo, and then a couple of little things to do before I sell it. I just have to like swap out these, like the throttle body, that, and whatever it is, like the water pump down there. It's like a little rusty, so we'll just get those either refinished or replaced. And then this engine bay will be looking proper, and it will be up for sale. I've got the stock hood, the stock bumper. So the guy who was working on my car and putting it together for me, his name is Paul, and he took my stock bumper because I told him he could take any of the parts that I don't need, because I'm like, okay, if I don't need it, you can have it. I got so many extra parts. And he told me the stock bumper he wanted, and it didn't have any serial numbers on it. I'm like, you sure it doesn't have any serial numbers on it? Because I want to keep this thing so it can be reverted back to stock. And he's like, no serial numbers. You know what? Got a VIN tag on it, so I got to get the back from him. The purpose of a VIN tag, first off, is because it shows that if there's no paint work and it's got all the VIN tags, it means the car was never in an accident. Obviously, if I've got the hood and everything else that's got the VIN tag, you could tell it's never been in an accident without the front bumper. But I'd like to get the front bumper on it so I can keep these, so I can put them on my car when I get my replacement Supra. So stay tuned. That's where we're at, and I'm excited. I love this car. I want to make my other one more drivable than this. And that's purely clutch, I think, because this car is just really tough. It screwed up my trailer. I mean, my trailer now has spots on it, and any of my other cars can drive right up. I've had tons of cars on and off that truck, the ramp truck, but with this car, it was spinning tire, just trying to like inch it up the truck, and that took the paint off my bed. It sucks. Thanks for watching. I will see you with this car when I get back to my city.